The only thing I will recommend, I want to say it was like Galactus Annual #1 or not Galactus, but Thanos Annual #1. Have you read it? Where like there's this guy named David, and like Thanos shows up on the day of his birth, and like promises him that he's gonna like make his life hell, and so then like every birthday he has, Thanos shows up in like 1 year, and it's like after his parents have died. He's like shows up at David's apartment, and David's like, I've been talking to my therapist, like nobody believes that you exist. He's like, oh, I exist, and like rips into his ceiling and like rips a water pipe out. So his apartment, Thanos, yeah, and like the whole comic is just him torturing this poor dude every year on his birthday. But
I know what I'm reading.
How fun would it be if Galactus was like these guys won't just give me their kid, and so he like shrunk
like
down,
pouring marbles in front of him to trip him.
No,
like
so he shrinks down, and then just like legit, he's like, we're doing this, right?
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting that kid.
Fist fight.
Welcome back, everyone, to the room upstairs. I am one of your hosts, the Tall Being, joined by my other wonderful co-hosts.
Oh, Hayden Evans. Sorry, I always look to you like you got to go next.
Yeah, I know. We're going in order.
I know. Go.
Memphis Joe. Hello.
And I am Bird. What's going on?
This is the podcast where we take two movies, an original and a remake, and then battle them against each other in a host of scientifically perfect categories.
Oh yeah.
And by the end, we will know what the superior movie is.
Backed by
Welcome to the
hours of-
Birdhouse.
It's backed by hours of research and
Careful
Yeah.
planning.
You guys still try to argue with it though, but
It's impossible.
yeah.
And today we're going to be battling.
Fantastic Four, but not any of the ones that we've done before, because we have done a Fantastic Four episode in the past. You should go watch that.
Yeah.
We battled 2005 versus Fantastic.
Yeah.
When was that? Was I in that one?
I think it's just us.
So.
You don't got to watch it then.
Actually, you can't watch it, but you can listen to it.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
You don't need to.
We didn't have video at that time.
Yeah. But today, we will be battling the new Fantastic Four First Steps.
Because we've all seen it.
Definitely.
Hey, I mean, he hit you up, man.
I let you watch it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it a little bit different today because Mephisto here hasn't watched the newest version.
I don't watch
And,
movies anymore.
I don't know
I
that.
hate movies. I hate people. I hate stuff.
I don't know that he's even watched the 2007 version. So he's going to be handling the categories
Sure.
today, and he'll be asking the questions.
Surely you've watched the 2007 one though.
Which one?
The 2007 one, Rise
What's it
of
called?
the Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah, no. I think the first one was so bad that I decided not to.
And that's how it's going to go today. But before we get into that, let's get our socials out of the way. Follow us on any of the socials that you're on. Look us up, the Room Upstairs Podcast. And if you find us, we're there. If you don't find us, then we're not there yet.
Yeah. Tell us where you want us.
Yeah. We're on what we're on. Yeah, so look for us. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave your comments. We definitely want to chat about any of this stuff that we're talking about, any of the stuff that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Hit us up and let us know. I'm always on. He's always on. He's
sleep.
never on.
Yeah, I don't sleep, so like
He lurks.
he does lurk.
So
There's
let
a
us
lot
know.
of scene, just scene.
Yeah.
And it's like he at least will see it. Scene.
Yeah. So find us, the Room Upstairs Podcast. Hang out with us. What else? Conan update.
Yeah. You got anything?
I got nothing.
Yeah, I've got a Conan related update.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the composer of Conan, Basil Poledouris,
He'd turn around.
It's Basil.
Basil.
He'd
That's
turn
right.
around.
Rest in peace.
Oh, he wouldn't turn around.
Rough.
He is well, not him actually, because he's not
He's
around.
dead, yeah.
He's not around. But
Whatever you were about to say, because you went like, "Here's some news. He's dead," and I'm like, "Is that the news?" Or like, "He's back from the
honestly,
dead."
I don't remember why.
His ghost is working on the new film.
Yeah, I don't remember why I even brought him up, but there's rumors going around that there's another reboot coming. Unfortunately, not Conan, but it is RoboCop. I think that's why, because he did the score for RoboCop,
essentially
and he
He-Man, I
he
guess.
did it for Conan. But
It's essentially He-Man,
the rumors are,
Robo-Man.
hey, you're gonna love this. You gotta pay close. You gotta pay close attention.
Carl Urban.
You need to hear this too, like the Pedro Pascal meme where he's like, and you need to hear this too, where he like looks at the camera.
Who?
Oh my gosh, Joe.
Anyway, so the reboot of RoboCop, it is going to be quite possibly starring Daphne Keane as Murphy. You don't know who Daphne Keane is? X-32?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robo want cookie.
Do you mean X-23?
X-23.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
they're
doing
they're
it,
gonna
yeah.
gender swap RoboCop is the rumor.
Well, that's great. That will save everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
We have no comments for that.
anyway, that's the Conan update.
And what's his name's dead.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We have one good male RoboCop. Why not a good female RoboCop?
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. I'm just
I'm not saying
Why-
it's gonna be good.
why are we not remaking He or doing He-Man? That's all.
Thundercats. All right. Cool. Well, let's get right into the battle then, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's clobbering
Unless we got
time.
something else.
No, it's clobbering time.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
Let's
Let's
do
do the tail of the tape
Here,
before
give me
we get
that.
into the
I'll
actual
do the tail
battle.
of
You
the
gonna do it? All right.
All right, tell the
He's
tape.
gonna handle it all.
We're giving too much
man.
power.
First up, we've got Rise of the Silver Surfer, rated PG, 2007, 1 hour and 32 minutes long, directed by Tim Lowercase Story. It stars Joan Gruffud,
It's I.
Yoan? Ione?
I honestly don't know how to say his name.
Okay, Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, Michael Chiklis, Julian McMahon, Lawrence Fishburne, and the legendary Doug Jones as Surfer. Music by John Ottman, which we all remember. And today they're up against First Steps 2025, rated PG-13, clocking at 1 hour and 54 minutes, directed by Matt Shackman. Stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Eben Moss-Bacharach, Ralph Ineson, and Julia Garner, with music by Michael Giacchino.
Jacking
There we go.
All right. Good job. That's the tail of the tape. And
Now let's talk protagonists.
All right. All right.
Get right into it.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Do you want to do that, or do you want to
Do
overview
first
our thoughts on the
about
movie
the
real
first
quick?
steps.
About both of them?
Nah, they'll get your thoughts as you talk about it. Let's go. Protagonists. If someone's going to share their thoughts on the
This
movie,
is like
it's
when
going to be
Doom
me.
gets the board, and it's like, oh gosh.
I've never seen
Yeah,
so
who put
little
him in
power
charge?
go to someone's head so fast.
Yeah, so this movie has protagonists. I'm assuming there are 4 of them, and that they are fantastic. So let's
Say that again?
Yeah.
Let's talk about them.
So, are we going to try and convince you which one is better? Is that the idea?
I think the goal here is
I've
to
been trying. Like that's the thing. Like I've been trying.
No, the goal here is to convince me that
You need to
it's-
watch it at all?
It's worth my time to watch it at all. Yeah, because
But you've seen the 2007 one.
you know I still have not watched that Captain America movie, although it's been on streaming for ages now.
Well,
You're good there.
Yeah, I did.
I
I did
would-
watch the older one with Silver Surfer. I watched it in the theaters.
Okay.
Waste of money, waste of time. The only good thing about it is Chris Evans, and we all know it,
Okay.
right? And that I'm pretty sure that role almost cost him Captain America. But yeah, so protagonists.
Okay.
There's 4 of them. Go.
oh, I thought we
Hayden,
so you
go!
have to do your first
Go!
steps, but we have to. Why do I have to start?
Because
Single
you're wearing
out.
a big 4 on your shirt.
Yeah. All right.
That's true.
So
Favorite of the 4. Go.
favorite of the 4.
Favorite of the 4.
In which movie?
No, the newest one. Let's start there.
Oh gosh.
Since it's newer, you know.
So for me, you know me, I always go with like comic book accuracy, and
yeah.
a lot of people get aggravated with that.
Okay.
But I'm sorry,
Yeah.
if source material exists,
Right.
you have to at least look at it.
Okay, so give us a name.
I was blown away and I do mean blown away, because I went into this movie thinking I was going to hate it.
Yeah.
I had heard some rumblings, and Marvel sometimes lets me down. So
Did you say the name yet?
He's building up to it.
I mean,
sorry.
Is there a meeting you're about to miss? Like, I don't understand. So, I gotta give it to Pedro Pascal for his portrayal of
Mr.
Reed.
Fantastic?
Okay.
Wrong.
You
I'm
didn't
just
watch
kidding. I'm here to stress you out, Hayden.
Yeah.
He
It's going to be our shortest podcast ever.
he brought the mannerisms, the character of like clearly only caring about the science, only.
How do you feel about the
focusing
fact
on-
that he still had his Pedro Pascal facial hair?
I don't care. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I went into it thinking, all right, let's give him a shot, and I was very impressed.
Gotcha.
Underneath him, I feel like the most comic book accurate after him was Ben Grimm. I think that guy's portrayal of Ben Grimm was
The new
straight
one.
from the pages. Yes,
Okay.
straight from the pages. And then Vanessa Kirby. There was a couple of dialogue spots that I was like, okay, I would have changed that, but she did fantastic. I mean, no pun intended. Yeah. I do gotta say the weakest out of the four in the 2025 movie is Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm. But I think it's a writing problem, not his acting. I really think they wrote the character to be too similar with the other scientist characters. So then he gets overshadowed and left in the background. And so then they had to make very obvious one-on-one scenes with him and other characters for you to be like, oh yeah, he's still here. And I don't like that.
Was he the hothead that he is in the comics?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah,
And-
so that's your
and-
mistake. Because if you're not gonna give him distinguishable characteristics, then you're not letting him be part of the ensemble.
And I only really say that today because I mean, me and Tall Bing both watched Rise of the Silver Surfer today. I love Chris
Together?
Evans.
Did you guys watch that together?
Yeah, no, just kidding. I was gonna hold your
Holding
hand.
hands.
I loved Chris Evans' portrayal of Johnny Storm in the old stuff. And so I gotta give it to 2025 because they have 3 of the 4. But I gotta mention Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, man. Like,
See, I like Chris Evans too, and I think he was the strongest member of that cast.
yeah,
The problem I still have, and this is why I asked about the hothead thing, is because we haven't got hothead Johnny, right? Like one of the great things about Johnny Storm in the comics, like especially if you watch or read some of the older comics or like the Marvel like Presents or 2-in-1s or whatever, is like he doesn't so much as make friends as makes enemies, right? Like the reason
Yeah.
him and Spider-Man do anything at all together is because he usually like tries to hurt Spider-Man, or Spider-Man's like honing in on his girl and then he gets mad and then they have an adventure together, right? And so I like Chris Evans. I think he did a great job, but he was more like goofball Johnny, and I know that element does exist in the comics. It's the kind of the shtick that he has with the Thing, right? But I would love to see a version of him where he's hothead, getting into fights, like pushing people's buttons.
and I
you know?
agree with you. But if it came to choosing between goofball versus now somehow he's a science person too, so he's not unique. Like I would rather have goofball back.
Yeah,
like,
I do too.
Like if you had to make that trade. And again, I don't think this is Joseph Quinn. I've seen his portrayal of the hothead kind of goofy immature characters like Stranger Things and everything. Like he could have done it. So there's no way this is his fault. They wrote him to fit in with the other 3 so then he doesn't seem unique.
So what I'm hearing is there's already evidence of poor writing in this movie.
Yeah, well, there's poor writing and everything, Joe. But I got to give it to the other 3 characters.
Not
They killed
everything.
it.
Not Buckaroo Banzai, apparently.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Not
Yeah, let's
Buckaroo
talk about that. Let's talk about perfect movies. All right? Because that's what we're here to battle. Perfect
We're going to
movies.
bring up Karate Kid again?
Yeah. So I got to give it to 2025. So.
Okay.
Anyone want to go next? Or you want me to go ahead?
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm also giving it to 2025. Many similar reasons. To preface this, I also really love Chris Evans' Johnny Storm. I think he is easily the best part of that movie. Overall, that movie, I went into it thinking, oh, I'm not going to like it very much because I remember not liking the 2005 one very much. And was pleasantly surprised by actually enjoying most of it. and he carried a lot of the scenes. Like when he's like, "Oh, we got to keep getting endorsements," and he's talking about endorsements half the movie. That's hilarious.
He's got like the Dodge Charger stuff on the
And I think that's like great, Johnny. But I also do really like a lot of the changes that they make to him. I agree that you definitely could have done a lot more with him, and I think giving him the hothead element would have added a lot. But there's also some sequences, like, in order to not completely derail the plot, I see why they didn't give it to him. Otherwise, it would have changed a lot of things, which is frustrating because I think a really good writer would have been able to.
So can I ask you a question there?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that he contributes in some way, but like, do you feel like it's a good representation of the Fantastic Four, like actual four, if he's kind of pushed to the back, right? Like, because in an ensemble, like, it's really important that your ensemble work well together, and that they like. It's one of the things I really appreciated. Right, to harp on a dead horse here, but like, I really like Superman. Like, that was an ensemble cast, and I know that Superman was the lead. But when the supporting characters did things, and they're supporting characters, right? They stood out. They left a mark. Like, it was easy to identify who they were. Like, they all had their own characteristics, and you'd be like, oh, okay, like, it's easy to, like, if you're just real quick, right? Because we're people who categorize things, right?
Yeah.
It's really easy to categorize them because they have distinct characteristics. Does he even line out or fill out the four, or is it more Fantastic Three and sometimes Human Torch?
Honestly, my take on it was more Fantastic 3 and sometimes The Thing.
Oh,
Really?
I agree that I think he's a really good portrayal of The
Yeah.
Thing, but I think, and it's super obvious, like, watching and knowing that a bunch of stuff was cut out of the movie, he doesn't get a character arc. He's there to be the supporting guy that everyone else can lean on. He's the
Well,
Rock.
he's the Rock. Yeah.
But I think that Johnny gets... I mean, Sue and Reed both get the best character arcs, but I really enjoy his too. You get a sense that he feels really... not incompetent, that's not the word, but he feels lesser than the other ones. And
So
giving
he's trying
him...
to prove himself.
Yeah, and giving him an angle of, like, he's also a scientist, and that makes sense why he was even on the astronaut trip in the first place. Otherwise, it's like, why was he there?
well, in the comics, he's actually a pilot. Like, he is
Yeah.
an astronaut, right? Like, so here's a question, I guess. Like, if it had more runtime, do you think they would have been able to give him a character arc? Like, did Johnny have a story arc, like a character arc?
Yes.
He did. I just
The Thing definitely would have also.
it
He
doesn't.
did, and
yeah.
his focus in the movie is very much... He's, like, the only character who gets consistent interactions with the Silver Surfer. Like,
Yeah.
5 times throughout the entire movie.
But it
when
doesn't.
only-
But it doesn't feel like that's their connection with the Silver Surfer. It feels like they're giving him screen time because he's lost in the background. That's why I feel like they shouldn't have made him exactly like the other three.
I don't think he's exactly like the other. I think you see he's not like super into the science, but he can do it. And I think that's an interesting distinction. Like,
I think
every
he's-
scene you get with Reed, he's actively doing science
I
stuff.
know, but I disagree that he's not into the science. I mean, he's pushing Reed to make the suits. He's wanting to go back in space. He's the only one that's wanting to be into the science at times, and it feels very off.
I think
He's
he's
not-
more
he's
doing
not-
it for the adventure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get that vibe. Like I've watched the movie twice, and he is the weakest.
How many times have you
person.
guys seen it?
Seen it one time.
Only seen it once.
So he's twice as familiar with the characters.
Well, I'm not. I just.
He's the expert in the room.
That's
That's
right.
true.
I wouldn't. Well, come on.
Hey, flex that muscle, man.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I didn't like hate him. It's just I always go back to accuracy, like how well a person can portray a character, so then you believe they care about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did. He showed his chops. I think he cares about acting. I don't know, and I didn't get the vibe that he cares about the Human Torch at all. And that's all I'm saying, because literally, a lot of people were worried about the Silver Surfer being gender bent. The Silver Surfer was also very comic book accurate. Yeah, it was a chick. It did its role. It did its vibe. How it talked. How it interacted. The fact that Johnny could make a connection with it. Right. You know, there had to be at least one person to make that connection. And in 2007, it was Sue, right?
Yeah.
That made that connection with it.
That's because in the comics it was almost always Sue.
Yeah,
Namor,
well, she connects
Sue.
any-
Doctor Doom, Sue.
Sue.
Any guy character.
Black Bolt, Sue. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. But, and so I don't know. I just feel like, man, there could have been more showcase there to where you're like, I don't know. I see how people portray themselves when they're trying to fit in, and they're trying too hard, and those people naturally rub me the wrong way. Because I'm like, no, just be yourself and we'll all be friendly. Like, I've met friends that are like trying so hard to be my friend that they push me farther away because it's like, just be yourself, man. I will appreciate you. You don't have to be.
That's why you like me so much, because I'm always trying to push you as far away as possible.
We hate each other.
Somehow it's like, I don't know if it's like toxicity, but you like just love me more and more.
Yeah, he needs
And
that.
so
he
I don't
needs that
know.
approval.
Yeah.
I was okay with all of
I
it.
remind him of his dad.
If we want to talk about the cast as a whole, I'm okay with all of them. If someone has to be on the bottom, he's mine, because I love Johnny in the comics. I liked him when he was on the Uncanny Avengers. I liked him. Like, there's been a lot of team ups with Spider-Man. We've already talked about that. You know, I like that portrayal of him. So to have this person where he's like, I figured out their language. Like, okay, man. Like, that's cool too, man. I guess that's cool too. That's not you though. But man, that's cool, dude. And so I don't know how else to describe it that's not going to just come off as negative, because I'm not trying to be.
Yeah.
I just really liked...
You want to be critical of it.
I just really liked Chris Evans' portrayal. Joe's right. That could have even been better.
Yeah, and we're not going to get perfect. Like, and that's the deal. And you know, I've brought this up before, and I think that it's worth talking about. Like, this is an adaptation, right? And so the adaptation, like, the fact that they went like retro-futuristic and all that stuff... for me, as long as you get a good story and good character development, like, that's usually enough for me.
So if we're just going to go off of that, then 2025 by a landslide. Because at least he does do stuff. Maybe it's not comic book accurate. He does stuff. He has these plot points. Everyone has their little stuff. I don't agree with you on the Thing being in the background. I got some stuff about that, but I really liked this movie.
let me jump in on that then, like, because we have mentioned this before, right? Like, some character arcs are flat character arcs, right? Like, if they're a character, like, so Goku's a great example, right? Like, Goku never changes, like, because at his heart he's a good guy. Like, his power levels change, but he himself doesn't change. Like, is it possible that the Thing was just given a flat character arc because he is the bedrock, clearly, of this
He's
group?
the most grounded character out of all of them,
Yeah.
I would say it is that, but again, like, it is a different kind of character arc, and one that is really hard to write in a very dynamic and interesting way. And I think most of the time they do succeed because he's such a contrast in personality to the other three. But at the same time, he's also the one that at the end I care about the least out of all of them.
I think it's the story that they're telling in this movie that's just different from the other ones. So one, I think that they were trying to separate themselves from the other Fantastic Four movies, right? So they changed Silver Surfer, they changed Johnny from being a womanizer, because I'm sure
They changed Storm Galactus.
they changed Storm. Yeah.
Storm
So they wanted to and
giant space cloud.
Yeah.
and they did the Superman thing where they started the story already them as superheroes.
I do
right?
like that. I kind of already talked about it on the Superman episode. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
Like
I think everybody's getting tired of origin stories.
That's twice they've proved that they can do it in a very like intro level where it's really quick and neat, and you get to see these flashes, and then you're already very invested.
It's only slightly related, but this is also how I felt about K-pop Demon Hunters, and one of the reasons I like that movie. Like, I feel like as a society, we've just decided we don't need origin stories anymore.
Okay, so
We're not as dumb as you guys think.
Yeah, we
and
just
it's
need
okay,
we just need the Han Moon, man.
We're just gonna go ahead and shift. We're gonna just shift right now and just turn this into
Start
K-pop
playing
Demon Hunter
Golden,
Yeah,
podcast.
You guys want to get it?
Yeah.
That's all the basement downstairs has been. It's just
Yeah.
what demons we hunting. But you were saying
Yeah, so they changed the story, right?
trying to make
So
distance.
in them doing that, you lose the whole battle that the Thing has at the very beginning of him dealing with not being a person anymore, right? Because
Yeah.
that's usually his main story, right? Is him like being upset, being having this animosity with Reed, and Reed being like feeling
Carrying
guilty.
the guilt. Yeah.
So they skip through all that.
and I'm okay with it.
And they skipped through even Johnny being like, because they did talk about him being the womanizer, right? He's like, yeah, I get it. So they subdued it because they're kind of
in
past,
passing. Remember
they're-
when you liked women? Yeah.
Yeah, but they're past that point, is what I'm saying. Like it's
Past that point,
yeah, as far as like that's what they're gonna focus on.
because you just stopped being into women at some
No,
point.
because he
Yeah,
was still
it's-
into women,
Well, and
obviously, because he was like,
Yeah.
hey, so
I would
Once you
ask-
hit 21, you just turn it off.
No, listen, I would ask here, like, how much of that decision to subdue it is because of the culture now, right?
yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's part of it, but I think part of it was also to separate themselves even more from the earlier movies. Like we've seen that version of Johnny already, so they made it a little bit different, and I do like that. It made more sense for him to be on the team, him being able to do what he did.
What's funny is
Create a new language.
doesn't that
Yeah.
kind of tie it more closely to the Fan 4 stick or whatever it was? Like, weren't they all scientists?
No,
And that movie was great.
Wasn't no Ben?
I don't know. I didn't
Ben
watch
was not a scientist.
I don't. I think I've watched that movie out of my brain. I cannot tell you anything about
Yeah,
it.
he was the best friend that was just hanging out all the time. Like he was involved in the projects and everything, and he
was just
like,
there?
but he was mostly
I
just
remember
there.
there's a scene where he hits a baseball. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he,
It's
like so when
I don't know why that's the only scene that stands out, but it's like him hitting a baseball, and it's like nice. It's like earlier in the movie. Like I'm not convinced I even finished that movie.
All right,
Yeah.
so listen, I'm gonna throw you some food for thought then. Like,
Okay.
do we feel that we need to distance ourselves? Because like one of the things that I think made the Deadpool movie so successful is that they embraced all the things that came before, and they gave us some. Like they gave us Gambit, right, which was just a rumor. They gave us Blade back, or at least the Blade that had been like, and people loved that. Man, they ate it up. It was, yeah, I'm sure it was a lot of fan service, but it was embracing what came before. And I think one of the things that has hurt Marvel, and I think that hurt DC in some ways as well,
Oh yeah, it very much.
is trying to like distance yourself or like, and I feel like you can see this happen in comics as well, like because comics for a long time it was just considered kiddie fare, right? And then in the 80s it got real serious. We had like Alan Moore, and we had like Dark Knight.
Dude, characters died,
like,
man.
Yeah, and it became super serious, so serious that there was like this weird kind of bounce back where like Justice League International and Justice League Europe, like where it kind of became kind of goofy, like hey, it's getting too serious, like let's make fun of it a little bit.
Young Justice, stuff like that.
Yeah, and so like where is the balance, right? Where do we continue to be like, no, we need to distance ourselves, or we need to set ourselves apart from what came before? At what point do you just be like, no, just embrace that stuff, like because that stuff has helped shape this for good or bad, right? Like do you think if they weren't trying to set up so much apart from that last Silver Surfer movie, if they could have done some things better in this movie?
Not much, because like I said, the only person that I would have done differently was Johnny. I mean, every other person beat expectation for me. So if it is a question of like, should they not distance? Well, if they did distance, it worked out for them. So it's hard for me to say. Like I don't know. Like
Right, but I think the distancing that happened in this movie is not like we were talking about with
Zack Snyder.
yes, with Man of Steel, where like you distance yourself so much that it's not the
forgot
character
what you were
anymore.
doing,
yeah.
I don't think it's that. It's like almost like taking a different part that we haven't looked at before that was just underplayed in other media, and then they're showing that more. So like Johnny being smart, right? That we hadn't really seen that. Like he's around, so we assume that he can do stuff, but we never saw what he can do really, right? So in this one, we see that. So I think that's more of what it was. Like, hey, let's do things a little bit different, but we're still going to be true to the characters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They weren't though.
So you don't think Johnny was true at all? At all?
Out of all the comic books I've read, then yeah, no.
Okay. I mean,
But did the movie suffer because of it? No. The answer is
Right.
no. And that's
Yeah.
why I tried to tell him earlier when he was like, well, if we want to talk about it, it's a new world, ignore comic book knowledge.
and so
This movie was great.
I have to take your word for it because I don't know the comics
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So for me, it doesn't make a difference. It was
Yeah.
cool. But if you are into the comics,
Yeah.
then yeah, maybe that's true. Then
I mean,
it was
honestly,
different.
yeah. Honestly, this movie was really great. Like, even with comic book knowledge, this movie was really great. If I had to put a character on the bottom, it's just, it stinks that they felt like they couldn't do that, and they felt like they had to make him like the other ones, and it's like, okay, well then I guess he's not special, Then it's
So one of the things I'm maybe it's just what I'm hearing. Like, it sounds a little bit like in different ways, both he and the Thing were kind of like sidelined to emphasize the other two of the Fantastic Four.
they were very much supporting.
It's
Yeah.
definitely the Reed and Sue movie.
Yeah.
It's centered around, like, do you know what the plot of the movie?
Yeah,
okay, so it's
Okay.
centered around their kid, and they have to make the choice between that
Yeah.
or the planet.
Yeah.
Um,
We
Surprisingly,
live in America, so
the movie was very
avoiding
surprisingly,
spoilers is impossible.
That's yeah.
I will say the movie was very surprisingly pro-life, and it's so funny how many people didn't catch on to that and like tried to villainize this movie. I mean, this movie was very pro-life, and I was like, first time I watched it, I just enjoyed the movie. The second time, there was multiple scenes that I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
well, hopefully
well,
no one protests this movie.
I
'cause it
think
was really
that's
good.
I think that's one of those things that we talked about it before. I don't remember when. That thank you.
Sorry.
That there's
You didn't
a,
have to say nothing. I was just gonna be quick about it.
so when you're telling a story, there's a difference with when you're pushing an agenda,
Yeah.
and then when you're just telling a story, and
Yeah.
there's like
Happens to be in there, yeah.
yeah, and that's what it was with the same thing with Superman, right? You talked about it last episode,
Yeah.
and that's what happened here with Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. Is like they just were telling this story, and there just happens to be stuff in there that you can pull
Yeah,
from.
we still live in the world, and like, if you're gonna tell a story, you're gonna have some elements that are gonna they're gonna have to be there just because.
But if that's the plot, though, then it's like
Yeah, if
you
you're
had no creativity on the project. And it's
yeah,
like,
because
oh,
what you're doing is that takes precedent and center stage over the plot and the characters, and and so okay, so we've talked about the main characters, right?
well, Bird has an answer.
Unless Bird wants to keep going here.
Bird, he has an answer.
So the best protagonist
Yeah.
as a whole 2025.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're all in agreement.
Yeah, I figured you guys would be. You guys all seem to really enjoy it, and
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel bad you didn't get to watch it, man.
you shouldn't. I'm fine. I'll survive.
You will. You will.
I know that there is the end credit scene that gives us some interconnectivity,
Is the end credits?
but how much
Watched it twice, didn't see it.
how much of the characterization of the main characters do you think is going to contribute to, or is going to be a product or result of, we need to set up Doomsday or whatever the Secret Wars, like whatever garbage is coming next, right?
I think it works great on its own here, and I think it works similar to take your Phase 1 movies, where they just focus on establishing your Avengers, so that by the time they do come together, you know who they are. That feels like what we're getting here.
But
I haven't
it's
seen the
all-
new Avengers,
but it's
so
all-
I can't say.
But it's all teams this time that are going to
Yeah.
either join or fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't say for sure how it'll turn out. But just
So-
based on this, it doesn't feel like they're setting it up to be set up. It's being done here just to tell this complete story. So I appreciate that.
I will say, the last two Marvel movies have been really great. Yeah, I mean that's
What was before this?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Captain America.
Oh.
No, Thunderbolts.
Yeah, but before that,
I
these
said,
are the last two, right?
I said last two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Thunderbolts,
Fantastic
Captain
Four, Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay. Counting. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about it.
All right.
Can we not talk about it?
I thought we were talking about K-pop.
I want to. I want to talk about Demon Hunting.
Yeah,
No.
forget going to the movies. Just watch K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
In
Just
the movie.
every day. It's coming up. Yeah.
Sing along, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm saying now.
We know.
You're gonna move on to the next category. We're still on the
Hold
first
on.
one.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
that's
gosh.
the podcast.
Gosh,
Yeah, I'm
man.
actually. All right, so I'm going to shift from main characters to our supporting characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Supporting cast. Because one question is Alicia Masters in it?
No.
Yes, she is. Oh, in the new one. No. she's
Missed
not.
opportunity.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and start us here. Rise of
And
the
that's
Silver
why.
Surfer.
That's why Ben Grimm doesn't have any kind of.
Yes.
That's why he's got a flat arc.
And that's what I said, that he was definitely cut, because there was a slight start to that story,
Yeah.
but it was
Well, it was the
clearly cut.
first steps towards it.
Say that again.
First steps.
There
Did they
is
say?
a-
Did they say first steps in the movie?
Do they?
I don't think that they did.
At one point, I wanted the baby to walk for its first time, and then they like look at the camera and they're like, "It's first steps."
Wouldn't it have
That,
been even,
that kid didn't do nothing.
Wouldn't it have been even better?
That kid didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Would have been even better if it was like
Watch it again.
The end credit scene where like Doom shows up, and then like if he had like walked over and he's like
Helped him
first,
walk?
No, he says, "Oh, first steps."
And then Linkin Park starts playing.
Yeah,
Leaking. Yeah, like. Oh, Transformers, you were perfect. All right.
So supporting cast. Yeah, I'm giving this one to Rise of the Silver Surfer actually, because there are like 3 characters in First Steps that aren't Fantastic Four, and that's the whole cast. Like, there's almost
So you've
no
got Paul
characters.
Walter Hausner,
Yeah, you have him. You have Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
You have
Galactus.
Galactus.
Some-
But
Somehow-
they would be the antagonist, right?
Yeah,
Somehow,
supporting.
Mole Man was a supporting character.
You can't count Galactus because he's going to be your
Yeah.
antagonist,
Yeah.
and you've got minor antagonists, which I'm assuming is kind of Silver Surfer. So they don't count as your supporting cast.
So then Paul
So
Walter.
Mole Man and
Which it's weird that Mole Man supported them. I gotta say that was a part that I was like, okay,
I was not expecting that.
yeah. It's like Ultron couldn't help us today, so we're gonna use Mole
So
Man.
so they're in a whole different world, right? So none of those guys are around, which I thought
So we
was.
gotta be okay with it because it's a different.
I thought that
Earth.
was cool.
How
I
come they
thought,
didn't bring in Red Ghost?
It's new.
yeah, that's a good
They're
question.
taking
Time.
dye out of
Because
candy now.
didn't they have
Oh.
like John Malkovich?
So
playing?
that was
Yeah,
one
they
of the things
cut
that was
that whole
cut.
thing, man. He was in the trailer. John Malkovich was in the trailer, and they
so
cut
what you're
all of
saying
that.
is I don't have to watch it.
no.
They mention and they show his monkeys,
Not the
That's
same.
right. His apes.
his apes.
We're not
That's
gonna
right.
talk him into watching the movie. He's just everything we say. He's just gonna just push.
No,
it
what's
farther
happening
away.
is you're talking me out of watching it.
I know.
You're telling me they had the opportunity to put John Malkovich in, and they were like, "Nah, delete
Yeah.
John Malkovich."
Yeah. I'm not happy about that one either, but
No
I
shit,
just think it's crazy that he's in the trailer,
that's
and they couldn't have at least had one scene with him. Like that guy's whole thing got.
I don't think
like,
anybody's saying this is a perfect movie, but I think we are saying that it was a good movie.
cut. Yeah, I'm trying to.
No,
Anyways.
that's a good comment, and I want to ask you: is it a good movie based on good movies that you've seen, or is it a good movie because of previous Marvel movies?
Oh crap!
So, is it a good Marvel movie, or is it a good movie?
I think it's a good movie personally. Like I think
When you watch it again after it comes out, I'm gonna ask you that question again. Okay?
that's a great idea. I want to talk about this and Superman both after rewatching them because
Yeah.
I think they're going to be really fun to
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of comments of Superman being rewatched, and people are still loving it.
Yeah, I have.
And you have seen it.
I've like watched it 5 times. Try to get me to hate that movie, you
Yeah.
crazy people out there.
I thought it
Challenge
was.
accepted.
I thought
Oh
it
my
was a
God,
good.
Joe.
I thought it was a good movie. Also, I don't. It's not like an award-winning movie or nothing.
right,
But no Marvel or superhero movie really has been.
it feels
dude.
like
If you're gonna tell me that Winter Soldier could not have won an award,
Oh,
like
God.
I'm gonna tell you that you're
No.
crazy,
Yeah.
For what story screenplay? Yeah, possibly.
right? But and this
No
is why
Way Home.
this is why I
Nah.
bring this up. So
I
the
like
problem
No
is,
Way Home,
I also love
Yeah.
No Way Home, right?
I like that.
But the threads that I'm seeing now are like it has so much
Say it.
so much of the
Fantastic.
fan stuff, fan service that
Deadpool, Wolverine.
it doesn't hold up.
That was a fan service movie.
But yeah, but that's why I want to talk about this
Okay.
because for me, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm kind of done with Marvel, right? You guys are propping this up like, hey, this might be one of the things that can help bring you back. And so legitimately, is it a good movie? Or is it, hey, Marvel finally did something that's decent again?
I think it's a good movie, and I think it's worth watching without the expectation of it bringing you back in. Like, I think it tells a complete enough story that I am fine, honestly, still not watching the next Avengers movie if it doesn't look good to me. Like, I'm just going to watch the ones that look fun, and this one was really good, and I appreciate it. And if they do a sequel with the same crew, all right, I'll watch that probably.
Yeah, this is tough because it is hard to separate it from the Marvel movies because there's 20-something, almost 30?
I think there's over 30.
I say there were 13 just in stages 4 and 5.
32? Something like that?
Something like that.
But so it is hard to be like, is it just a good movie? And I really don't know if it's a good movie.
It's
So
one of those things that I
the-
thought about coming in, and I was like, you're right.
I'm curious.
And,
I
yeah, and
like-
I'm curious.
I can say that Thunderbolts was a good movie
Okay.
Yes.
without being a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
I think
Thunderbolts
that
was
was
a
a
fantastic
I think that
movie.
was a good movie. Fantastic Four, maybe.
All right, I'll answer.
Maybe.
Personally,
I'll answer.
Okay,
Go.
go.
Well, you
Oh.
you go.
I was going to say the movie is the trolley problem. And I am a sucker for the trolley problem. Like, it's a very
Who to
simple...
kill?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's a very
Just want
simple...
to make sure we were talking about the right troll.
Yeah.
Here I am, like, yeah, who would you kill? And you're like, that is not what I'm talking about. And I'm like, yeah, we've all thought about that. Who we would kill? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's a very simple storytelling device. Very simple, like, ooh, we're going to have a philosophical
Yeah.
discussion here.
Our baby
And,
or
like,
the rest of the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, when you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense. But as soon as you integrate it into a plot where the characters care about this, like, it just... It's a one-way ticket to... If not an easy plot, you have a good structure.
You know what could have
Yeah.
heightened this movie? Right?
She-Hulk.
Because it is a trolley problem, right? Our kid or the rest of the world. Another existing superhero team comes and is like, it's the rest of the world. And they have to fight them to protect their child
That'd be great.
and stop Galactus.
See, I'm in on that.
Like
If we
the
wanna do
Fox
that-
X-Men shows up?
Isn't
Or
that just the plot of Avengers versus X-Men?
or a different... Yeah, essentially.
I think so.
So, I'll answer. This is just a good Marvel movie for me.
A good Marvel movie or
Yes.
a good movie?
Good Marvel movie.
Okay, all right. Just maybe.
Now that you've pointed that out, because I've never thought like that.
That's why I'm here.
Like I'm running through all these other movies that I really love and like enjoy, and it's like, no, it doesn't beat that out. It doesn't beat that out. But I gotta say, it beats out a lot of Marvel movies. Like for me, I mean, I agree with you guys. Thunderbolts is a good movie on its own. I feel like there's a lot of people that needs to watch that movie, and you don't even have to like superheroes. Just watch that movie.
I hate
Because
superheroes.
you
Should I
had-
watch it?
Yeah,
You should watch it.
Okay.
you know, if you have problems with loneliness and everything, like watch that movie.
Even
This-
if you don't have problems with it, watch it, and then you can.
If you have someone in your life that deals with depression, watch that movie so maybe you can help them. But so looking through that lens with Fantastic Four, like I agree with Tall Being, it's a great movie. Like if this is the only Marvel movie you watch in the next couple of years, it's probably one of the better ones. Like if you're not gonna watch Thunderbolts, then I guess this one. But for me, I gotta just be honest, and it's just a good Marvel movie. I'm not gonna say, like it doesn't beat Superman.
I feel like that was hard for you to say.
It doesn't. No, well, because I know I'm gonna upset some people, but it doesn't beat Superman for me. Like you want to talk about how action packed July was? For me, it's Superman, K-pop Demon Hunters,
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World Rebirth, which
World.
people have been giving me flack for that, and then Fantastic Four. But all of them were great, and I watched all of them twice somehow. It was all good. Like July 2025 will go
Earlier
down
you told
as
us
a
you watched
big month.
Superman 5 times.
That, he's just talking about July.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Just a
In
July.
August, it's changed.
I recorded it on my phone, so I've just been watching it every day.
I'm
No,
listening to it right now.
yeah.
He uploaded it to the Pirate Bay.
But no, it's like and so I feel like that's why. Like I know we're putting pressure on you to watch it.
I don't feel any pressure.
Yeah,
at all.
I don't think he has pressure, but
I know you're not feeling it. We're trying. I know you're not feeling it. But honestly, this movie, I went into it with negative thoughts of like, oh, this movie's gonna be bad. This movie's gonna be bad. At least we had Superman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And literally my wife had to be like, Hayden, be a little positive. And I was like, all right, well, you know, whatever, you know?
She said, "You know what that would go with that vest?
Yeah.
A little positivity."
Yeah. And I left that movie.
Trolls.
Trolls.
Yeah.
I left that movie feeling like I owed a couple people an apology. Because I was like, that movie actually did great. So then when he hit me up, he's like, hey, man, I got another ticket. Do you want to go? Yeah, I want to go. Like, I want to watch that movie again. Because I want to make sure about some stuff. And
I took a nap.
No, I didn't, man.
No, I did. That's
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah.
He was like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "No, I got a nap schedule."
So,
today,
all that being said, supporting characters.
yeah, so let's bring it back around. So Isaiah has said
2020,
Rise of Silver Surfer.
2007, yeah. I agree with him just because, I mean, if it wasn't for the Fantastic Four in this new movie, there wasn't a lot of, there just wasn't a lot of supporting stuff.
Yeah, they didn't have
2007, I mean, I'll even say, you know, Doctor Doom came in and was a supporting role for a small amount in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had a plethora. I mean, Lieutenant Holt was in it. You know, he plays the general guy, and I was like, "That's Holt."
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah,
Beanpot.
so I agree with Tall being 2007 for me.
All right, Bird.
yeah, I think that this category was planted just to give Silver Surfer or the
Some
Rise, Rise some points. But I will say
I didn't make the list. Okay,
I
I'm just
know,
reading it off.
That's why I was looking at him when I said it.
It's not my fault. It was on the last battle too.
I am comfortable saying that Fantastic Four: First Steps is a good Marvel movie. I don't think I can say it's a good movie because I did have problems with the story without even knowing like the background of the comics.
Okay.
So
All right, we'll get into that. So let's shift over. We've talked about the good guys. Let's shift over and talk about our main protagonist.
again,
It's on the list, man.
Oh, is it?
Who's the main protagonist or antagonist? I'm sorry, antagonist.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So
I was like, we're talking about it again?
I put these as the Silver Surfers because I feel like they are directly
Yes.
antagonizing the Fantastic Four in both movies.
I would say so. Yes.
So we got the Silver Surfers.
So
here.
you're saying that even though Galactus is coming, Galactus is more of a secondary antagonist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he is in like 3 scenes.
But also, that's his character. I mean, he uses the Silver Surfer. Like, he uses a herald.
So Silver Surfer is the antagonist.
Silver Surfer. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go first this time because I haven't
gotten
gone first yet.
Yeah. I feel like you have not been talking at all this episode.
Yeah, where are you at, man?
I'm keeping it cool, you know.
You are the coolest person.
So for this one, I'm gonna say that Rise of the Silver Surfer is my vote.
Okay.
I thought that Silver Surfer was dope. Like for one, like his look, I thought was way better than the new one.
Really?
Yeah, and also what he did, like when he goes through the building,
Oh, yeah.
and then Johnny just says what everybody's thinking, and he's like, "Oh, that was cool."
Yeah.
Like that was cool.
Like, I gotta stop this guy. But also,
when Sue does her force field bubble when she first goes
He
face
just-
to face, and he's just like,
he just goes
I do
right
like
into
that
it.
a lot.
Leans
Yeah, that was
in.
cool.
yeah. And I think he just looks good.
Yeah.
Doug
Doug Jones, man.
Doug Jones.
Doug
They got the
Jones.
perfect silver.
Yeah.
He had the body for it, you know.
And Lawrence Fishburne as the voice,
Yeah.
dude. I love that.
I
man.
didn't recognize that until I read it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that is Lawrence Fishburne.
Because, like, I always thought it was also still Doug Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, man, Doug Jones sounds deeper than he looks, you know? So then when I looked it up, I was like, oh, well, that's why. Man, they pulled a
Yeah.
Darth Vader on us.
But even when they took his board and he
Yeah.
got like a little more grade, like dark gray.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool, and then you see the difference when he gets back on the board. He gets all shiny.
I will
and
say
silver
they
again.
probably did more stuff with that Silver Surfer than the new movie.
Yeah.
The new movie was a lot more focused on the Fantastic Four's dilemma versus the Silver Surfer being a part of the dilemma. So I will say that.
The Silver Surfer in that movie was just a menace at every step of the way.
I mean, right? I mean, even when they thought they were gonna win, she's just flying around blowing up their stuff, and you're like, I mean, it took them months to build this,
and seconds to destroy.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, and she just doesn't even say anything. Just
But the Rise one, he went after everybody.
yeah,
Doctor
no.
Doom was trying to talk to him. He's like, whatever, and then.
But he also had more depth, is what I'm getting at. Like the other, the chick was like, man, I'm here just to torture you guys.
Well, it's not till later that she tells her story.
Yeah,
it's
but it's
the same
real
story.
But it's real short, and she doesn't even tell it. Johnny calls her out on it.
No, she tells it, doesn't she? Doesn't she have a flashback or something?
There's a flashback for all of us, but it's Johnny telling her using the screens and using the voice.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to back you up. 2007 is better because like there's just depth there.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2007. I'm backing you up, man.
All right, so 2 for 2007.
Two for two.
Thoughts, Tolbean?
I agree with everything you just said, but in reverse and about first steps instead.
See,
Betrayal.
now, all right. So all the
No, he's
arguments
cool.
you did toward
No, he's cool. He's got a point.
Family privilege, okay?
explain to me then.
Listen, if they dig into this, they won't talk to each other for weeks.
All right. Well, I don't talk either. So just tell me.
Okay, so I was interested in what their reasoning was for gender swapping Silver Surfer.
Wouldn't it be
besides
cool if
just,
she
like-
also had Lawrence Fishburne's voice?
Yes. I was interested in what the reasoning was, and if there was any besides just we want another female character.
Did you find any like on the interwebs, like any reasoning?
So on the interwebs, no, I don't know. But personally, what I got from it, I think there was a really interesting, and this is honestly one of my things I don't like about the movie, but something that I have mixed feelings on Silver Surfer here. But something that was real interesting, they focus on her being a mother and that being the part of her backstory instead of it being a lover that she like went and served Galactus for
Oh,
specifically.
okay, so that's how they connect.
Yeah. Only they don't because she interacts with Johnny, not
Yeah,
Sue.
never Sue for some
Yeah,
reason.
and that's one of
So
my.
she doesn't see their plight and be like,
Yeah.
this is my chance for redemption.
So-
And that is one of my complaints.
the thing is,
All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Johnny
okay,
has to
so,
do the
so
convincing.
So the thing is, I think it is actually written really well into there.
Doesn't
that
sound like it.
The reason she sees the plight, yes, but her reasoning is more. She takes like the evil version of the reasoning.
Like she sided with him
She
to spare her
she
family.
she's like, listen, I'll stop blowing stuff up. Just become heralds.
I would also be down for that because then you get the 4 heralds, and I think
the Fantastic Heralds
Yeah,
that would be great.
and the Purple Crown.
that should be a comic, Fantastic Heralds of Galactus, and it's just the 4 of them.
Exactly. I'm surprised it's not a thing yet.
Elseworld, no, so that's DC. What if?
Yeah. What if they became the heralds?
Okay.
That's a new story for you to write.
There we go. Yeah. I think that it is actually written in there that she sees the plight of giving up the kid, and she.
So it sounds like to me that you like that they gave her some character, because
Yes.
let's be real, Silver Surfer in the old one, like,
not a lot of character.
yeah, he doesn't do. I mean, he does the Galactus stuff, the Herald stuff, but he doesn't. I mean, like, aside from maybe a couple interactions with Sue Storm, right?
Yeah.
Does he really do anything?
Yeah,
Wait,
not a ton.
okay.
He had the same story as this Silver Surfer.
Hold
I
on,
think so,
Okay.
but
All
I
right.
think
All right, hold on. I'm gonna let my herald speak for me.
Screw you, man.
We're gonna bleep that
So
part out.
you're saying.
Now
So
leave it
you're
in.
saying she
Just read the
notices
intro.
that?
No, screw you.
Can you give me like one scene or one line of dialogue that indicates that she saw?
because she's specifically
Not because this is how I took it. Johnny calls her out, and then she's like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing now." I hear everything you're saying. I'm not picturing anything and that's why I'm like, well, because one of my qualms was there should have been some line of dialogue between her and Sue,
I agree,
and not
100%.
Johnny.
Oh, they cut that.
To where it is the mom thing, right?
Yeah.
Because they made Sue a very good, strong character in this movie. They could have easily had a scene. For you to make, in my opinion, a jump, I want to know what caused that jump. Like what scene or dialogue? I'm curious.
So I think it was when she comes back to destroy the bridges,
Okay.
because obviously the reasoning there is we're going to destroy the bridges so that they don't teleport away and Galactus can still eat the planet.
Right.
But she could have just left at that point, and she specifically goes to go get Franklin and then just bring him back to Galactus so that he doesn't have to come back to the planet. And I think that, and like the undertext of her entire character is, I'm gonna go get this kid because I don't want to destroy entire planets. So she represents the opposite end of the trolley problem that Sue is on.
Okay.
Where Sue is very, I choose the kid and I'm going to try to save the planet. Silver Surfer is, I choose the kid because I want to save the planet. But evil.
I would like to change my answer. That you sold me on that. Okay. But you agree with me? It needed, there would have been better with some dialogue.
She needed at least one scene.
I'm seeing. Yeah, I want to change my answer.
Okay.
You swayed me, man.
I feel like without having a scene where she interacts both with Sue, was Sue pregnant the whole time?
No.
Not the whole time.
Pretty much the whole time.
Without being able to interact with Sue and or the baby, I feel like it doesn't give as much weight to her decision to try to save the planet by giving up the kid.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, what does she care? Destroy the planet and get the kid.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is there was nothing.
It's convenient.
There's nothing to be like, oh yeah, she felt bad or whatever.
Yeah.
But with Rise, you got that. Like when he protected Sue from those missiles coming in, like you see him put his hand back and like, whoa, stay back here, I got you. And then you hear him like, hey, you reminded me of my woman, so I wanted to protect you. So you see his
and then at
change.
the end, he says, "Tell Sue she was right."
Yeah. And even his like sacrifice, or was it? His sacrifice, I felt was not bigger, like mean.
No, you
not
can
more
say
meaningful,
bigger because I have some qualms about
but
that.
I mean
impactful.
bigger. No. I mean bigger as far as like cinematically.
More effects.
More impactful.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just
like
visually
size.
seeing it, like it took a lot longer. Like there was a whole thing around it where he's like powering up, soaking everything in, and then letting it all out. There's a big explosion. In the new one, you didn't really like
I'll give you that because that's another complaint I have about the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So like I agree with you there.
I think the new
So
one.
now you switch back.
No, I'm not switching back. I'm just saying the sacrifice play, and we'll talk about it when it fits with like pacing or whatever. But yeah, I agree with you there. The sacrifice at least kind of made more sense because the ending it gets kind of convoluted. There's a lot of like we were gonna do this. Nope, psych, we're doing this. Nope, psych, we're doing, and it's like okay.
I think the new one, my like metaphor for explaining it is, it's a really good movie that got all of the fat cut off of it, and because of that, it lost a lot of the flavor too.
Oh, So we're gonna do a spice rating at the end.
Ooh, I don't have one prepared, but
I don't either. That's why I gotta agree with Tall being on a lot of the stuff. Like even the things that I would have changed, I would have changed it. It's not that they didn't have something in place there. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have made Johnny the Branch character. I wouldn't have made and it all comes down to preference. Like first time I watched it, I thought, hey, these are stuff that's wrong. Second time, I would have changed that. That's not what I would have wanted for that character. I would have, in my mind, would have made sense for it to be this character. But there was at least something in place.
Yeah, but he's also the only one that can fly. So.
But then 2007, there was just a lot of stuff where I'm like, I mean, that movie is just about Johnny. And then so that even when they bring in Doctor Doom again, it feels like, what are you? It's such a similar movie to the first movie. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, nothing real new changes. And we kind of already talked about it. The fact that they don't waste so much time on an origin, they bring you into this world that we may only see this Earth one time. Mm-hmm. They make you care about it very quickly. They make you invested. They make you believe in this team very quickly. And so I do. The pacing of this movie, they did a lot of crazy magical things that may have not worked with other movies. Like, you couldn't do that in an Avenger movie where everyone is very different, maybe doesn't work together, but now they're going to have to. No, this movie's a family. And they bring you in very quickly on, this is a family dynamic here. They do lunch every Sunday. They do, like there's all this stuff. And so I got to give it to 2025.
All right, Bird, you're up.
Yeah, so I think initially I was going to say 2007 because of what we started off with.
Oh, man.
But
you guys have gotten him to...
yeah.
He does, dude, listen, he does that. He'll get in my head sometimes. That's why sometimes if I don't have an answer, I'm like, just let him go first.
You go first.
He might answer for you.
That's actually his nickname when we have family lunch on Sunday.
Yeah.
The worm.
The worm.
It might start being now.
Yeah. I can work with that.
We're here with the worm and bird. And,
Yeah. Even
the worm
with,
and the bird. Or bird and the worm.
Bird and the worm.
Bro, I'm gonna make some shirts.
yeah. So even with everything that you could see is cut out with like weird things happening, as a whole,
Red Ghost.
the story was still good. You got the idea of it being a family movie because you mentioned
Sorry.
that.
you were
Like
about
that
to get
still
on to
came
me.
through strong, right? Like this is what the movie's about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got 2025.
All right, let's hit up that music.
Giacchino and Ottman. Okay, so I was obviously looking forward to this because
Got
it's
one of your
Giacchino.
boys
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Let me go first on this one,
All right,
and then
yeah,
you can
good.
take your time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because this is an easy one for me,
Yeah,
and it's
down there. It's gonna be all virtual insanity.
Michael Giacchino for sure. First Steps,
Wow.
Wow.
and he's gonna say all the reasons why. So I'm not even gonna say.
Yeah. Same. I'm just gonna
Every time he uses the restroom, he just is listening to it.
just let the worm tell you. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of times we talk about like how memorable music is. Like, if you can hear it, do you identify what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I cannot identify the 2007 classic like Fantastic Four stuff. Like, I just couldn't.
And you know what's so tragic about that? Is John Ottman also did X-Men,
Yeah,
which
I know.
everyone knows.
Yeah. They still reuse it and stuff. Yeah, I know. But so I mean, I'm not gonna say I love what Giacchino did. Like, I'm not dissing Giacchino. I just didn't fall in love with the score. But I don't hate it, and
I
so
thought
like,
it was a great score. I loved it.
so really, this is kind of a twist of the hand. Like, Hayden, you got to pick something. So I'm gonna go Giacchino. Just because I do
It's
like
not.
it.
It's not finishing that Han Moon for you.
No, neither of them are, but at least one of them I could identify, right?
yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, let's see what kind of music they got in Doomsday and stuff. Let's see.
I'd be interested how much of the music transitions into that
Yeah,
movie.
I'm really hoping they do different stuff for the different teams if they're going to do a lot of team dynamics.
Yeah.
So if they keep some of the stuff and sample it through on different scenes, I'll be happy with that, if I can identify it. But that's kind of where I'm at. So 2025.
All right, Tall Bean, you got 30 seconds starting now.
So, the main theme, and obviously I'm picking Giacchino, the main theme for First Steps is in 4/4 time signature, which is awesome. The main melody is the same note 4 times.
I'm doing the score for him.
It opens up with a bit that sounds both like a lullaby and like the start of a rocket launch, which is awesome for a Fantastic Four theme. Like, then it brings in the electronics for the actual space. It's so well put together. That said, I didn't love the score altogether. The more I listen to it, it feels like a pop song in that the first few times you listen to it, it's like, oh yeah, I love this. But then you don't get any more deeper connection to it than the first few times.
And that's your 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, so he didn't say everything that I was gonna say.
There is more.
Well, you don't get 30 seconds.
All right, Bird, you got 30 seconds.
Okay, so the reason why I do love the score is I don't listen to him outside of the movies like you do. So that doesn't
Not a
concern
weirdo.
me.
I'm aware of what I am.
But it felt so good. I think it was in the middle of the movie when they were doing one of the montage scenes when they're building the bridges.
Mm-hmm.
The score through that whole
like a
part.
7-minute long song.
It
yeah.
tied that whole thing together so good. It kept the energy up within those scenes. Like, it was a perfect score for that part.
How
of the
many
movie.
montages were there?
There was a
There were
was
a
couple
lot of
them.
montages, all carried by the music.
You
Yeah,
gotta have a montage.
A montage.
Oh, okay.
yeah. But like you said, the music is what made those montages work.
Yeah.
And that's how montages work. If you don't have the music, it's
Could you
not-
imagine montage just scenes?
Yeah.
And you have to guess when it does like a time jump. You're like, I think this is a day
If you're
later.
gonna be tough, then you're gonna.
Yeah.
Or no, if you're gonna be dumb, then you gotta be tough, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I think you guys it's swept. 2025 swept.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
All right, let's roll into our last category.
So the 2007 version was well directed, I thought, for what that movie was. Like, we've talked about it.
But
We all
Oh,
hear
he's
it.
got to talk about the pick he's not
listen,
picking.
we know it's coming. Yeah, he's got to build it up
Hold
and then be
on.
like,
he's gotta let it know why. You know.
Can I continue?
I'm backing you up.
Okay.
"Can he continue?"
buddy. You're the one.
Yeah, so I mean, he did a good job. We've talked about it, how it felt like a complete story for having all the like weird, quirky, like he did a good job directing
Yeah.
the movie. But
Oh, there it is.
yeah,
That's one of his favorite words.
He
the
loves it.
the whole look of the new movie, the idea that the story was still came through after everything that was cut. Part of that was because, well, obviously the story, but the way that it was directed, the way that he visually told the story, they were able to make the cuts and still make it a complete story.
Yeah.
But mostly the look of it was really cool.
Yeah.
around.
So retro futuristic.
Right.
I like that how it's high tech, but yet it's still 50s style. Like,
Yeah, they got those like tube TV screens. And
yeah,
stuff.
and I wouldn't love if like we had multiple hero groups in this world.
He was writing on a
But the
chalkboard.
fact that there's all these nods to like Jack Kirby and
A
stuff,
chalkboard.
like so much so that you see Jack Kirby, a guy that is meant to be Jack Kirby
Yeah.
and Stan Lee in that apartment. Did you catch that scene?
Yeah.
Okay. I missed it the first time. Second time, I immediately was like, "That's supposed to be Stan Lee and Jack Kirby."
You know,
Like
it would've
working
been.
on comic books in a small little apartment when they're doing like so cool. So I love all this feel, and yeah, I was actually very impressed and blown away with how good this movie was, because I really thought this movie was going to be bad, and so I was very impressed. So I'm going 2025.
Tall being, I'm sorry, the worm.
Yeah, transitioning now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 2025. Like, we all knew that one was coming
You
too.
said it like you didn't want to say it. Like,
We all knew.
I
was-
hate how much I love this movie.
He's getting tired of saying it.
Yeah.
2025.
I think so. We kind of talked about Thunderbolt a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie a lot. I want to rewatch it as soon as I can.
Oh yeah.
I have to admit, though, a lot like a lot of other Marvel movies, it looks pretty janky sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There are some shots that are like, that is not put together very well. Like, it just looks weird. The framing of it.
It reminds me of there's during the Death of Superman storyline. There's a moment where Doomsday, I think he's still wearing his power suit.
Yeah, that weird green hazmat suit. Yeah.
He's already beaten up the Justice League, and Supergirl shows up to fight him, and he hits her, and like I don't know what it compelled them to draw it like this, but you like her face, like it looks like it's putty that's like spraying to the side, and I remember reading that when I was a kid and being like, that is the weirdest thing
He
I've ever.
took her face off. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I came across it recently, I was like, why did they do that? Like she is a solid person.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like a good representation of what you're talking about. Like
Yeah. So all that to say, I was really surprised by how good Fantastic Four looked visually. Like, it felt like they wanted to direct a movie as much as they wanted to direct a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like, there were multiple shots where I was like, oh, they put thought into this. Like, the lighting here looks really cool.
Yeah,
They're backlighting things.
I
and-
saw an interview where they were talking to the director, was it Matt Shackman?
Mm-hmm.
And he just told them, like, was talking to the Marvel execs. He's like, "You just got shacked."
with the Q.
With the cue.
Yeah, because we all love Shaq. So you got that point there? 'Cause it
Classic,
sounds like
classic.
2025
I
did
didn't
pretty
choose
well.
either.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rise of the Silver Surfer ended with 3 points.
All right.
Oh, I thought I had a fourth one.
That was,
I
that
thought
was
Bird gave
us?
it an extra one.
I think so.
Oh yeah, he did. That's true. So it has 4 points.
Someone's not been
So-
tallying well.
That
man.
means
he
I-
never
Whoa,
does.
whoa,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
whoa,
that
whoa,
means-
whoa, whoa.
Huh?
For all
Don't
we know,
attack
they
Worm
actually,
like
they
that.
actually
Hey,
won.
my boy.
2007 could have won.
You don't get a nickname.
What murders?
You don't get a nickname like the Worm for no reason.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, step it up, buddy.
And so that leaves Fantastic Four First Steps with 16 points.
Hey, that's way less than I thought I was gonna get.
Divisible by
Well,
4.
I mean, we didn't have as many categories.
True.
I think.
Oh,
It's-
say that
And
again.
yeah,
There were like 8
Silver
categories.
Surfer got 4 points.
Oh, divisible by 4. Oh, it's meant to be. Look at us loving math and 4.
Look, that's how you know that this is true science.
Yeah.
When it
We
is
didn't-
like that.
We didn't rig this at all.
Divisible by 4, people. You can't argue with it.
No way.
This part's dumb. Let's cut it.
And there's 3 of us, and somehow it equals 4.
There's 4 of us.
Yeah, but you didn't vote on anything.
But he's still part of the podcast.
But he didn't vote. I'm talking
He's
about the vote.
treating me like I'm She-Hulk, and I don't like it.
You are the She-Hulk of this podcast.
I am.
So much hate. From
I'm
you.
always looking at the camera.
So much hate from you. Who hurt you, man? So,
Okay. Well,
You want to close out?
2025 wins this battle.
This time.
Do you want to give thoughts on
Thoughts?
things
For your thoughts?
from both movies?
Yeah,
Having not seen the movie, but now heard both of them.
I've seen all the spoilers, and if I can be honest, I still just don't care. I don't care enough about it. Like, the hard part for me is I know that their goal is still Doomsday. Like, and until they, I'm not gonna say until they, like, I like that James Gunn's like, no, I just want to give a good story, and eventually, like, we might get to something bigger. But like, I don't feel like we're gonna put something out unless it can stand on its own 2 legs, right?
Yeah.
And this movie, from what it sounds like it stands on its own 2 legs. But you have to have, like, let's be real. Why is RDJ back? Because they need to draw people so they can get back to
Yeah.
a big thing. And like, as long as your drive and push is to get to that big thing, I think it's just a matter of time before you lose sight of the individual storytelling again.
Because you start cutting things.
Yeah, or you just have so much interconnectivity that is necessary that that you have to cut to include the interconnectivity, and the project can no longer just stand on their own. And I know that existed before, right? And because there were definitely examples of that in waves like 1 through 3. But they're also, like, it was especially like wave 1 and 2, like, it was still so fresh that interconnectivity could be loose threads, like in an end credit scene, right?
Yeah.
And it's a bummer because we got a bunch of end credit scenes during waves 4 and 5 that will never ever go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
just
think-
can't keep clinging to it and being like, oh, someday this is gonna pay off.
Yeah.
I think they
You
did.
want a full story.
I think they did better movies at the beginning because they could have still failed.
Right.
Like they were stepping out on a limb.
They were hungry.
to do superhero connected movies. Now look at all the projects that they've lost money on, and they're still rolling stuff out. Like they're too big to fail now.
They're like that vampire
And-
in that, was it the second Blade movie, like the big fat one that like
Yeah,
takes up a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
room.
And that's kind of my theory on it. At the beginning, they nurtured a lot of stuff because they had to.
Yeah.
Now they don't care about nurturing. They don't care about. I mean, they don't even care about bringing people in that cares about the project.
And the crazy part about
It's
it,
like,
too,
hey, aren't you a Spider-Man fan? You want to? No, I got this story that I've been wanting to tell since high school, and I would love to force it into your Spider-Man movie, and people will love that. And then when we don't, they're like, well, you guys didn't love it because of this and this and that. No, we didn't
you
like
just
it.
suck, yeah.
Yeah, you suck. But at the beginning, they could not suck because
And-
they would have
well,
immediately.
I think
just
there's
been
two
like,
things
then we're
here.
not doing this.
two things
you know?
here that could add to this. Well, I'm going to say the first one is the way they treated Edgar Wright, right? Because he wanted to do a standalone story. It was a passion project.
Yeah.
He had thought about it for years, and they were like, no, it's got to have all the interconnectivity. And then over time, they wanted to change so much that he was out. But secondly, I don't know how to say this other than like all that interconnectedness if they can't stand on their own, if you're not just telling a good story, and in the early days, like there was more hunger, right? But also, let's be real, like Iron Man, and some of these other characters, like they were not A-tier characters.
No.
Right? Like Iron Man, I think at that point was still a D-tier.
Well, there was
character.
a reason that they were all Avengers. They put the comic book characters that weren't selling and put them on a team together to sell one comic book so people would buy that. So they thought, I'm getting more for my buck. I can spend 10 cents on one character or 10 cents on 9.
Right. So what they did was
yeah.
over time they elevated them. Right now
Yeah.
they're household names,
Yes.
but they did become so fat off it. They're like, well, here's some
Yeah.
hunk of garbage that now you're gonna have to care about if you want to know what's going on in the next movie.
Yeah.
We got millions. Let's make an Ironheart show. People love Ironheart, and it's like I've never heard anyone talking about it until like this series. You know, like I mean, they stopped that comic run because it wasn't selling, but yet that's the show that gets made, and then Armor Wars gets cut, and so like I agree with you. Like it's hard to be like, is this movie really that great that I can forgive all this other stuff? And it's not about we're trying to get you to forgive all this other stuff. Honestly, dude, if this is the only Marvel movie you watch this year, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You don't have to.
I'm gonna add to this just a little bit. I'm glad they're trying again, but like the shows, like, what's the point of them? Like, I feel like you don't have to watch any of those shows, like unless you want to get to know a character, maybe. Like, but realistically, you don't have to watch any of those shows. Like, why do them? They're pointless, other than just a cash grab, right? And I really legitimately, I think that was Disney being like, we need you to put out more stuff so we can make more money, and it's just gotten so inflated, and that's part of why I'm out. Like, I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
I maybe eventually when it streams. I say that, but I still haven't watched the Captain America movie, right?
I would pick this one over Cap.
I'm just saying, eventually, maybe.
You agree with that? Yeah.
But
Thunderbolts.
I'm gonna have to.
Or between the two,
I just don't
we're
care.
not-
I just don't
I
care.
mean, Thunderbolts probably above all.
I get that. There's a certain point where you just go, I don't want to watch the Mandalorian movie. Andor ended, and I'm fine never watching a Star Wars thing that comes out ever again.
Can't
I
say
could
that.
have the original trilogy.
Yeah, I don't even watch after season 2 of Mandalorian. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff, it's a whole different thing, right? But it comes down to content for the Disney Plus platform.
Yeah.
They need content, so they got to make stuff. And then it ends up sacrificing the MCU stuff because they're pushing just stuff out. But that's a whole other conversation we'll have.
Yeah. Because they're not the only ones doing it. Like,
Yeah.
No.
nothing I've heard about this like War of the Worlds movie is.
What?
That's a special.
I was gonna watch it tonight, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you
look.
still can.
But same with like I don't think this is even like it's biggest and most obvious with Marvel, and then like Star Wars too. But like no one planned to do a Dune show, and then it didn't get massive great reviews.
Well-
It wasn't terrible from what I've heard.
'Cause
but
it-
like
eh.
they saw, oh, we can franchise this, and then did a show, even though
Yeah.
Denny never wanted to. Do
Listen,
a Dune
I'm going to
show.
say, like, because we've already mentioned it a whole bunch of times, they were passionate about, had a great story, did great characters. Nobody was like, hey, I'm going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters today.
Yeah.
Right? Word of mouth made that movie.
You were apprehensive when I told you needed to watch it.
I was. That was the last one to
Yeah.
watch.
Now, could you picture your world without it?
I mean, I still can.
Listen,
yes.
When he
but,
came into the
it's a
office
less-
Monday
much
morning,
less
Yeah.
poppy.
late by the way, he was humming
I know.
Golden, right?
Dude, I saw a TikTok talking about this movie, and I thought this would be perfect for Piper. Just her. I sent it to Autumn. We're going to watch this movie with Piper this weekend. It's going to be for her. We're in agreement. We're parents. Let's do it for the kid. I mean, 15 minutes into the movie, I'm looking at Autumn, and Autumn's like, are we all into this? And I'm watching Piper's face. And I mean, you can tell when a kid is like, this is now my thing. You're watching it in her eyes, and she's looking back at you to make sure you're watching. And I mean, as soon as the credits start rolling, Dad, I want to do K-pop Demon Hunters for my birthday party. Dad, when can I get a sword? Dad, I wanted, and it's like, What?
My wife does not watch movies.
She has watched it.
Loved this movie. She's listened to the soundtrack like on repeat.
I think she's watched it 10 times.
Nice.
I've
Since
not
it's come
met a
out.
single person that has only watched it one time. I don't think.
That's me.
Besides you.
Yeah, well, you're busy, man. But yeah, and so like I mean I agree with you. It's like you when the nurturing aspect is in it, we're gonna give people something that we actually care about too, not just. Well, we bought pizza for the meeting today. Is that cool? No. They care about cooking. We made something to feed people. All right. There's a difference between making sure someone has food and making sure like they're fed.
Yeah.
Like it's the content.
Absolutely.
Man.
Like, so we were doing way long time ago. We were doing like a Disciple Now weekend, right? We were gonna have kids at our house, and I'm not gonna say his name, but the pastor was like,
I'll say his name.
I bought some bread and peanut butter, right? Like to feed the kids.
You want me to
And me
say
and my
his
wife were like, yeah, I
gonna
like
cut it?
you're giving them food, and I appreciate that, but that's not the same as like
Yeah.
giving them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, cooking food, man. Yeah. And so, like,
Cooking.
I will say, though, this month is going to go down in history for me as, like, holy cow. Like, I went to
Legendary run.
I went to the movie theater 6 times. Like, that's crazy. And I don't know how many times I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, right? It was just, there was points where it was just on. So, like, and I'm not sick of these movies yet that came out last month. And I know it's August. But, you
Still
know.
a good month.
Yeah, it was a great month, man. Like, you know, we have a lot of big movies that are gonna probably do movie of the year for us. You know, come December. Like,
Yeah.
I'm already trying to run through my mind of like this is gonna be hard. And I think July's gonna come up when we're talking about the Sony Awards. I think
it's definitely gonna come up.
July's gonna come up, and so, but yeah.
Good times. Hey, so
I hope at some point you get the time to watch it on Disney Plus. But
But I'm gonna just say it because
someone has to.
what did I say wrong?
no, it's not
You looked
anything.
at, you
It's not.
pointed and looked at me.
Everything.
It's not that you said anything wrong. I just want to make sure that people know
It's your
K-pop
face.
Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
It's not a bad show. Like we're letting our kids watch this demon show.
Oh,
So-
yeah, okay.
I just want to make sure, like that any of
No,
the
no.
parents that are out there, any of our friends
Yeah,
that
yeah,
might
yeah.
be like, why are you letting
No,
your kids
assume
watch
what you
these
will.
shows?
I'm not
So-
going to elaborate.
So I work with kids, so I've had a couple of comments from grandmas and stuff.
Yes.
They get hung up on the word demon, and I get that. It's a scary word. The key word is hunters. After the word demon, they hate these suckers. And they are here.
We don't have to explain. It'll have its own episode.
Okay, cool. It's just funny how people hear like one word, so then the rest of the sentence is muffled,
Yeah.
and then they're just like, "What? It's supporting?" No. I mean, they are singing at these boys and ripping them up.
Yeah, that's why the TV show, it was called the Jezebel 3 didn't survive because
What?
Yeah.
Jezebel, you know.
It's like a
That's-
sci-fi show.
wild.
Yeah,
Like
it was a science fiction.
Stargate spinoff. What is that?
Aliens and yeah.
Okay, well, I want to unpack that after
Alien Jezebel.
old sci-fi.
All right. Well, thank you guys for checking us out. 2025 wins. Let us know how you feel about the 2 movies.
Yeah.
Find us on the socials, the Room Upstairs podcast, and hang out with us, talk with us. We'll see you next time.
Tell me why I should watch it.
Or
Convince
don't.
him.
Or don't, yeah. Yeah, oh man, it'd be so great if people are like,
Let's-
you should not watch it.
Let's
for
start
these
gatekeeping
reasons.
stuff from Joe. Like, you don't need to watch Superman. Like, it's not good. Like,
I already watched it,
I know. I'm saying from now
You're
on.
gonna have to use a
when,
different
when
example.
I watch good stuff.
but I saw it.
From now on, when I watch good
I did.
stuff, I'm gonna
Right, but I've
gatekeep
already
from you.
seen that one.
Cool. I'm talking about future stuff.
That's fandom for you.
Silver Surfer will be in.
That'd be
Endgame.
hilarious if you just showed up in Endgame.
In Doomsday,
Doomsday.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring him back.
And he's like, "You guys happen to have a male Silver Surfer again?" And they
Yeah.
all go, "Yeah!" Johnny's conflicted because he was attracted to the other one, but this one's a
Do I
guy.
flirt with this one?
And then they'll do what Joe's saying they're going to do, which is make him gay. And it turns out he's just bisexual, but it's all only silver people he's into. He's silver sexual.
He's good.
Rom shows up and he's like,
And he's a new superhero, the silver sexual. That's how they beat Robert Downey Jr.
oh,
He's silver also.
Run credit. I know, run credits.
This takes him out to a nice dinner.
Yeah. Johnny will return in Silver Sexual.
Roll credits.